Hello everybody, my name is Hugo. I'm a 3D artist at TRIIONFT. So on stage you can see actually our physical version, and behind on the screen you will see the digital version of ourselves. It's basically like concept of our project, and anyway it's going to be that everyone gets.
Yeah, so what is TRIIONFT? TRIIONFT is a concept project which was born in 2021, and the main idea of the project was to create very realistic and high texturized avatars, which looks very similar to their owners. The next goal of the project was to find the proper metaverse, which will allow us to bring that quality there, and we found one. We're using Metaverse by Digital Village, where we are building our futuristic city and future P2E game. But it's not only what we can bring to the market with our avatars. Because of realistic avatars, people can socialize, date, do party, go on events, and do business because you can see your client. And yeah, as many of you know, Web3 is a very fast-growing industry, and Metaverse was valued over $50 billion in 2022. And the prognoses are very optimistic. It's going to be valued approximately 1.5 trillions in 2030. So guys, it's kind of similar if you start developing websites in 2000s. It's the very beginning, and now it's the best moment to join the project, this fast-growing community. And before I say more about our project in Metaverse, we want to show you some footages from the Metaverse which we're using for our project. Originally, it was created for the fashion shows, and since they start developing more tools, you can use it for any other industry. But for now, let's see how it was at the very beginning when they do the fashion shows there. So guys, you can see that maybe on that screen it's hard to understand, but the quality of the Metaverse is extremely cool. So it's the first Metaverse which supports 12K resolution textures. And yeah, so we all know the biggest challenges of the Metaverse today, from low quality graphic to poor quality content, which makes a disappointing experience for the users. At the same time, users want to be more connected to their own avatars and have more realistic experience in the Metaverse. And another thing is that people want to travel between metaverses and explore different worlds. And here's where TRIIONFT P2E comes to play. So our technology allows us to develop very realistic avatars. And by having avatar, the access to the metaverse will be granted. And our vision is to have our users and avatars in symbiosis. And the goal is to explore the metaverse as yourself and people alike. But this is not the only on what we're working on. At the same time, we are developing live casino studios for the gaming companies. And we are exploring new technology. We want to bring VRM avatars and mix them with our realistic avatars. So VRM technology will allow us to track body without any side gadgets like VR glasses or joysticks. So basically what you can do with your avatar, you can move and everything going to be streamed in the metaverse. But it's not the only thing what VRM will allows us to do. With those avatars, people can socialize, date, do fitness, party, and everything what you can have in your mind. So I'm sure some of you already have a question how we're creating avatars, and here I'm going to pass the word to Hugo, which is our head of design. Hugo, please.
Yeah, so here come for the tech part, so I'll try to keep it as quick and concise, not to bore anybody. But basically, as you could see, like the whole project is made in 3D. And for that, I'm using two software. So there is the first one, which basically helped me to create everything. So from the 3D outfit to the weapon, jetpack for some, to obviously the face. And the second one, which is very important one, is the one that allows me to do photogrammetry. So the principle of photogrammetry in easy is basically taking pictures and apply it as a texture to a mesh. So a mesh would be, for example, the face here. So to make it easy and to understand a bit how people can join the project. So when I receive pictures, people will send me their pictures, and I will be using those pictures and apply it to face in 3D, which ultimately gives a result which is realistic, obviously. But to explain you that a bit more, and as Daniel mentioned earlier, we are as well working to combine the VRM avatar technology, which is what you mentioned, that we could track any movements, and we want to associate it with the photogrammetry, which would ultimately give us the possibility to track as well face movements, meaning that you could be in front of your camera with your laptop in the metaverse. Anything you do will be reproduced as well in the metaverse. And that can work for anything, as I mentioned, dating, for example. That could be useful. And for the process, which I explained and try to make it not too tech, but we have a video as well to show you the actual full process. And we have the best model, actually. He's not here, I think, now, but yeah, it's the managing director of metaNEXT, who is here. So we'd like to thank him. He was here if you watch the video later. So yeah, we basically, on that video, you will be able to see the whole process, from taking the pictures to creating the mesh, creating the outfits, the environment around, as well as the animation at the end. So everybody, all eyes on the screen, sorry. For the team.
So, yeah, as I can see, it might hard to see what's happening on the dark parts of the video because of the screen. We're sorry for that. But yeah, as you can see, we have solutions for both, for individual users and for businesses. For individuals, it can be P2E Game exploring the metaverse, and for businesses, we're bringing solutions for iGaming industry. And it's not the only industry where we want to bring our solutions. We have set our eye on different industries like dating, fitness, esports, and many, many others. Before we finish, we prepared a very exciting part. We want to show you the metaverse which we're using for our project and go there live right now. So I need a few seconds to launch it. And we can see what's the difference between the metaverse which we're using for our project and other metaverses. So, when you enter the metaverse, the first location when your avatar appears, it's a lobby. And as I mentioned before, originally it was created for fashion shows, and here you can see different outfits and designers' names. But the best part of this metaverse is that there's possibility to travel between metaverses. And here you can see two portals, which is the first one is Metaverse by WWD, and you can see another portal about that one. We're going to speak a bit later. And first, let us show you WWD Metaverse. Oh, sorry. So, technology. Yeah, nobody's perfect.
For the multiverse.
Yeah.
As you say, when technology when we need it.
Yeah. So, another chance to go to the metaverse. Okay, great. So, first of all, I hope you can see the graphics and quality of the metaverse, which is extremely cool. And this metaverse can be used for many, many different things. And here, as you can see, some photos on the walls, and that part can be usable for the education, because if you go closer, you can see the description and as well the voiceover, which explain what's on the picture, on the artwork. And as well, at the same time, this metaverse is very good for exhibitions, like maybe in the future we will see iGaming Next in the digital village. And let me show you as an example one area which was created for that. So we can see stands of different companies here. Yeah, so here as an example, some water brands. So basically, I think you got the idea. You can bring any products here and create your own stand and promote it. This metaverse is more commercial, we can say. Now let's go to the main, not the main land, but another portal, which is the most exciting for me, and I hope for you as well. And there I will pass the word to Hugo, because it's going to be more technical about the opportunities and possibilities what we can do there. So, yeah, Hugo.
So yeah, basically, like as you can see, I think you can see it properly. But yeah, the texture, the environment here is very neat. So the engine that has been this metaverse has been created on as Unreal Engine 4, which we upgraded to Unreal Engine 5. So just to give you an example, if there is gamer in the room, if you played like Red Dead Redemption, Grand Theft Auto, stuff like this is made partly on that software. And that's why it was actually the only metaverse that we could really use to bring the quality that we wanted for our realistic avatars. Because obviously there is lots of metaverse. There are like 2 main or like 3 main, let's say, and each metaverse will have different objectives, let's say. If you go to Sandbox or if you go to Decentraland, it's going to be for like the activity you can do there. If you go to Decentraland and for casino, you can make money going to Decentraland. Or Sandbox was mainly to remind you of Minecraft and all the games you can do there. There is lots of celebrities that has been interested in that metaverse and bringing lots of people to it, making it mainstream, basically. But on those 2 metaverses, for example, we can't really bring our avatar because it's realistic, and on those two it's way too pixelized to have the actual result we want. There is other metaverse like Vulkan that gives you like the possibility to play games and earn money. So what we wanted to do and why we choose that metaverse, it's because basically there is the three combined in one. So you have the possibility first to build anything from there. The beauty of it, and that's why I mentioned the software before that I was using to create 3D, to animation and everything, is that it's compatible with that world. So what you can see now is virtually nothing. Like there is nothing on the land, it's plain. But wherever someone will buy one plot, you can build anything you want on it. So if you come back here 6 months from now, here's that this thing will totally change according to what people want to place on it. So for example, we have already like a land in that metaverse, not going to be on that exact metaverse, it's another one that is in update at the moment. And from there, we'll be able to create anything virtually. So I just have to create it in 3D on my, my laptop, import it there, and then people who are basically on who are older of TRIIONFT, they have the possibility to go to do a P2E game there. So obviously, if you have an avatar there, you have the possibility to go play, try to earn money with this. As well, as I said before, it makes everything. So there is as well the possibility to live stream from there. So you have the possibility to go on Twitch and be directly with your virtual studio behind you, with your avatar if you have it. So it combined every mainstream metaverse into one, and people are getting attention out of it because the people who created it, they are really into fashion and they are doing lots of convention regarding fashion. Last person I saw speaking about it was Tommy Figure, which is quite great. And it's the only metaverse at the moment, obviously, which accepts 8K resolution. So it's even better than the resolution we are using, meaning that we can even upgrade our project to fit that metaverse. So which is better than being able, needing to adjust to a metaverse because you have a too high quality. So that was the main reason why we built that thing, actually.
Yeah, one more exciting thing which I want to mention is accessibility to the metaverse. Digital Village currently developing the port for the mobiles and tablets. So imagine metaverse can be in your pocket always with you. So yeah, that's pretty much that's it.
Yes.
Lastly, we want to thank the organizers for having us here, and Herman, thank you for support. And yeah, stand.
Yes. So now you have met our avatar. So you can come meet ours in our stand, which is on the first floor, obviously.
Thank you very much for your attention. Yours avatars.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you very much. And